So I just finished my workout and I am a little bit out of breath, so I apologize, but I wanted to bring you an anecdote, a story of something that did happen. I want to say maybe 6-7 years ago. I'm not sure. But it wasn't that long ago, it seems like. So I was invited to a wedding, and so was my family. And so 4 of them flew with me. The 5 of us, flew together. My husband didn't come. So it was myself and 4 members of my family, one of them my brother-in-law. And so we get there, and of course we have to rent a car because it was out of town. So I rent my car, and I thought either each couple would do the same or at least one more vehicle, because 5 adults in one sedan, that's pretty snug to me, especially when we had luggage and things of that nature. So, but no, they all wanted to pile up in my car. So from the very beginning, I said, if you're in my car, you're on my schedule, because I might want to leave the wedding a little bit early so that I can get back to the hotel and relax before flying back the next morning. I didn't want to rush around and things like that. So I said, if I were you, I would really rent another car for the 4 of you, or each couple, or whatever. But my schedule is different from yours. And they fought me on that. No. So they all decided to pile up in my car. We get to the wedding, and the wedding was beautiful. I enjoyed it. We all enjoyed it. And we ate. We saw the beautiful beach scene, and we chatted with everybody who was there, and the bride and the groom. And then when it was time for me to go, which was, I want to say, hours later, maybe 3 hours later, I can't remember, I was completely ignored, and it was a complete disregard. So I actually ended up going maybe 2-3 times to the same family members, letting them know I am ready to go. So after so many futile attempts, I said, well, I am just going to go ahead and leave. And if any of you need a ride, I guess anybody at the wedding can take you to the hotel, because I'm leaving now. So eventually they all began to say their goodbyes. They got in the car. Poor attitudes. At no time did they give me conversation. On the contrary, they saw me as the problem. Yes. So not only that, but one person sits on the passenger side and he is telling me how to drive. The final insult, right? So poor attitude, telling me how to drive. I take them to their respective hotels, which, by the way, I had to go out of my way because they were staying at a different hotel. And so not one person out of the 4 family members, not one person said to me, thank you. Not even an acknowledgement for my having taken them to the wedding and brought them back to their hotels. Nothing, not one thank you, Lourdes, nothing. This is a perfect example of how the dysfunctional scapegoating family works. There's a sense of entitlement, and if anything goes wrong, you are always going to be the problem. That's how the dysfunctional family works. The sense of entitlement, and no good deed ever goes unpunished with them. Never. Have a wonderful rest of the week.